Hello everyone, welcome to vlog number 2. In this one I'll give you more detail on what we're doing on the cruise. First of all, I have to introduce you to Paige Le Papillon, and I'm going to have to read the card because it's a very long name, Simcoe's Hogwild, famous travelling geocache number 10. This is a pair of travel bugs I picked up fairly recently, and we're going to take them on a cruise with us, so they can have their photographs taken in some of the nice places we get to see and clock up some mileage on their objective, which is to travel the world. Henceforth, these two chappies will be referred to as travel buds. No? Okay. Now, as I mentioned at the end of the last vlog, we're going with MSC. Our first cruise on MSC, but I didn't tell you the ship and I didn't tell you where to. The ship is the Meraviglia, which is MSC's newest, biggest, shiniest ship. And the itinerary is thus: Genoa, Civitavecchia, the port for Rome; Palermo, Valletta, Side, Barcelona, Marseille, back to Genoa, and then they kick us off and send us home. Now, Dance Van 8 and I, that's the wife, who I'm going to refer to as D8 because it's easier and quicker, are holidaymakers first and geocachers second. We book these holidays, we go on these holidays so we can experience the local culture and explore the local sites and see everything these places have. That doesn't mean we experience their dingy, dark alleys, explore the undersides of park benches and see if somebody stuck a magnetic pot to the back of a road sign, unless we have something I call PIT: proximity, inclination and time. If we have those wherever we might be on the cruise and we bought our fridge magnet and t-shirt for the day, then we'll go geocaching. Sorry about that, but that's the way we are. Now, when we go geocaching, we use a phone. Now, anybody who uses a phone knows that using the GPS can really eat the battery life up very quickly. So in order to stress the life out of that, I've done something called preparation, which is something you hard and fast, geocachers, hardline geocachers would probably already do. Because I've got that, and I've got this, which the lovely Zoe and her not so lovely Gavin bought me for Christmas. Yeah, done some preparation. What I've done is, well, like I say, which the hardcore geocachers would do anyway, research the places we're visiting, pinpoint, highlight particular geocaches and put the details in the book, which should hopefully extend time, battery life and patience. So then, what's the plan? What's in the book? The plan for Genoa is this: when we get there, have a bit of lunch, catch the ho-ho, hop on, hop off bus and get some geocaches. Having looked at the route, there are some that are very close to the bus stops. But there are 2 provisos. One, as I just said, we get there about lunchtime. We don't know what time the ship is sailing. 2, a bigger proviso, is that to get there for 11 o'clock, our flight leaves at 8, which means check-in opens at 5, which means the car has to be in the car park for about 4:30. The thing is, the car park is at Gatwick. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with British geography, Gail, Gatwick, according to Google Maps, is about a 2.5, 2 3/4 hour drive from where I am. Now, factor into that a comfort break halfway down and a bit of faffing around when you get to the other end because maybe the sat-nav doesn't take me to exactly where I want to go. We're looking at a departure from home at somewhere around about half midnight. Now, for me, as the driver, the sole driver, that means by the time we get to Genoa at 11 a.m, I'll have been awake for about 27 hours. So we'll need an awful lot of eye to actually use up the tea that we've got in Genoa and see the port itself, see the city itself, which we really want to because we've not been before, and it's supposed to have some really nice places to see. Okay. Then on to the one with a really long name that you can only say properly if you're genuinely Italian. The Port for Rome, we'll call it. We've been there before, and after the day before the travelling, we expect to still be quite tired, so we've highlighted this day as a chilling day. We're just going to do a bit of R&R. However, the last time we were there, we had a DNF. Did not find. So, we have a rare chance to turn a continental geocaching frown upside down. So that is the objective for the day. There are also a couple of other geocaches in that particular town. So all three are in the book. On to Palermo, another place we've not been to before, so we have a trip booked. Palermo itself only contains 3 caches, and the place we're going to only has 1. So all 4 are in the book. On to Malta. Now, Malta is a destination which, if you do geocaching, particularly as a family, and you want a family holiday, is perhaps a realistic destination for you. It contains 339 geocaches. So, Andy and Elaine and the Soapster might be a destination for you to consider. However, in Valletta, there's only about a dozen, and the place we're going to on the day trip, Modena, which is the old capital of Malta, there are only 3. I've put the 2 most likely in the book. The day after that is a sea day. Obviously no geocaching, so any vlog I do that day will be about our MSC cruise. The facilities, the shows, the food, the drink, the staff, the usual sort of Judith Chalmers stuff. After that, it's on to Barcelona. Now, we've been to Barcelona before. Anybody who cruises the Med will have done. But the last time we were there, Spain, southern Spain, was experiencing British volumes of weather and rain and wind. I did venture out because with the weather being as rough as it was, the ship that we were getting on couldn't get into port. So we had to stop the night in a hotel. So as there was a geocache around the corner from the hotel, I ventured out into the horizontal rain to find it. And it was horrible. Hopefully it won't be like that this time. Because of that, we booked a trip to Barcelona's iconic Sagrada Familia. Now, there are geocaches in the proximity of the Sagrada Familia, but it'll definitely be down to pit that day. Marseille, again, another pit day really, although after we've seen Marseille, we're going on to Avignon as part of a day trip. There are loads of geocaches in Avignon, and there is one sur le pont d'Avignon, which D8, as a former French teacher, I'm sure would love for us to find, and then we can have a little dance. Right then, that's the end of it. I'm sorry it's gone on longer than it should have done, and maybe I should have pre-warned you. So I can hear D8 coming upstairs, so it's time to turn this off and go and make a cup of coffee. Ta-ra for now.